Now, after I did a video about the insurance registration coming from NEO, I'm realizing something that is coming from some of the new retail investors. Apparently, new investors are angry. New investors want nothing, or some of the new investors want nothing to do with NEO because of the 30,300 insurance registrations we saw for the period ending on the 12th. I did a video and we uncovered those insurance registrations, and even on my side I said I was not happy about the figures, but that does not mean I'm going to sell my NEO stock. I'm still going to load the boat whenever I can, because what is happening, guys, it's what I'm saying is that some of the new investors can quickly forget some of the achievements, some of the milestone that NEO has achieved or reached. I mean, it is just 2 weeks ago where we were talking about NEO's deliveries for December going over 31,000 in a single month. Just 2 weeks ago, NEO gave us that report, and so many of the new investors were happy about that report. And there were still investors that never thought NEO was going to pull that through. There were still investors that never thought NEO was going to sell 30,000 deliveries, and seeing over 31,000 deliveries, it really surprised some of the new investors. But to us, to some of the new investors, we always knew that NEO was going to deliver as they promised, because one thing that we know about NEO is that, as I've said, I don't think they can be reckless to say that they are going to deliver something that they are going to fail. Which is why to some of the new investors, they were not surprised to say or seeing NEO reporting the kind of deliveries they reported in December. And that, my friend, is one of the things that makes me to continue investing onto NEO. We cannot be shaken by the results of 1 week. We cannot be shaken off NEO because of what NEO delivered in 1 week, or what NEO had in 1 week. I mean, just this 1 week, it is making in some of the people all hell to break loose. They have nothing, they don't want anything to do with NEO. And I mean, sometimes I understand, because I mean, some of the investors don't want to hear anything that is not of good report coming from NEO. They don't want to hear any deliveries that are not good coming from NEO, and therefore they were expecting, or all they are expecting, is that we should continue seeing NEO having insurance registrations of over 10,000 on a week to week. Because you will remember that even for the 5,300 we saw on last week's report, new investors were not happy, which again, I mean, we'll have to see and wait how that one unfolds. But this thing of some of the new investors even coming so angry at me because I do NEO videos almost on a day-to-day because of a report, or 1 week delivery report, I don't think it's justified. I mean, just in 1 week, 1 week you want to decide to sell everything on NEO. You don't want to hear anything about NEO, but you forget one thing, and that is NEO is a company that is doing so well. NEO is a company that has proven to us that from the kind of deliveries we saw last year, this year it's going to be more than 100%. Last year, January, NEO had 10,000 deliveries, and this year NEO is not going to sell anything less than 20,000. This is what we are going to see this year, and those that are still doubting NEO better think again, because NEO is a company that is set for greatness. NEO is a company that is doing so well, and I will not be shaken by just a report for 1 week sales. I will not be shaken by a report even for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, because I know that these things, they take time. There are quite a number of EV companies that, of course, they are not selling where they were selling in December. I mean, except for, I think, Xpeng. All the other EV companies or new energy vehicle companies, they are not doing that well, or they are not selling as per what they were selling in December, and therefore which shows you that there is a low demand in terms of vehicles or people going to buy cars. That is a showcase, but it is not only NEO. Yes, NEO this week, they are the ones, or is one of the EV company that did the worst, but this does not make NEO to be a bad company, to be a horrible company like what some of you are calling it. And some of you guys are even saying the CEO of NEO should step down. I'm like, what? After so much that he has done for this company, after some of these latest developments, I mean, the fact that we sold over 31,000 in December, it was because of the NEO CEO, if you did not know, because Had he not approached and introduced the ONVO sub brand, we were probably not going to sell the over 30,000 by just the Neo main brand, because that brand is expensive. That brand, it cannot just be afforded by anyone. But because of some of the initiatives by the Neo CEO of the ONVO sub brand, ONVO was able to sell over 10,500 on a single month, which is what they said they would. And therefore it is for that reason that even going to this month, going to next month, going in March, where ONVO alone is expecting to sell over 20,000, I'm not really worried about what might happen, because one thing is for sure is that Neo is going to report or sell 100% or report 100% increase year over year in terms of their deliveries. This is what we are going to see. And therefore, if this is what we are going to see, meaning that Neo is going to sell over 20,000 deliveries, then why are we panicking? Why are we worried? Don't you really think that Neo can pull? I mean, if they say worst case scenario Neo did not do that well, I'm telling you, 20,000, it should be very easy. I don't think even with Neo main brand, Neo can really struggle to get 10,000 from the Neo main brand. I don't think they will struggle at all. Meaning that if they can get 15,000, they can. I don't even want to start making the projections, but all I'm trying to show you here is that I do not think that Neo will struggle to get 20,000 with ONVO and Neo, because the kind of production capacity that ONVO is at after the December deliveries, you and me can agree that it is just set for greatness. This is just the beginning of some good things taking place onto Neo, and I don't want to be part of those people that are complaining about Neo, that are selling their Neo holdings, that are selling their Neo stock because of a report, insurance registration report for last week, which shows or indicated that Neo sold 3,300. I mean, we don't even know what might have happened for Neo to do that. And someone was talking about the demand issue. Maybe for the Neo main brand, maybe it might be the case, but I still don't think so. But with ONVO, you cannot tell me that ONVO has got a demand issue. No ways, man. Looking at the wait times for that model, looking at the wait times, I mean, it's still, those that place their ONVO cars, they still have to wait 6 to 8 weeks, which if there was no demand issue, the wait times was going to be shortened, which is something that shows you that obviously these ONVO L60, the demand is there. That's why I'm saying it might have been something that has to do with the production capacity. It might be something that had to do with something, supply chain constraints, factory inside, but I don't want to say, because I am not quite certain as to what is happening. Yes, it might be the fact that the demand for EV cars, or the demand for cars in January are not that high, but that again, it cannot be the only reason, because like I said, ONVO wait times, there are people that place their orders onto ONVO in December that they have not received their deliveries, and therefore we cannot say that there is a problem with demand, because if it was a problem of demand, maybe Neo could be the one, but not ONVO. ONVO is fine, man. ONVO has got demand, and ONVO is going to sell plus 20,000 by the end of March, which is something that we look forward to, something that is great, amazing, and exciting. So yeah, man, I was supposed to release another video, but I thought, no, man, let me come and just say what I think about the insurance registration. What is my current sentiment? I mean, on that video where we were talking about the insurance registrations, I did say that I'm not also happy. These are bad numbers. I did said that, but still with that, it does not make me to lose hope. It does not make me to want to let go of my Neo holdings because of 1 week's report, when Neo just 2 weeks ago just reported record-breaking deliveries of over 31,000. This is something that is making me to remain long and strong onto the Neo stock, and I wish you nothing but the best. If you are selling, at the end of the day, it's on you. If you are buying, it's on you. If you are increasing your holdings, it's on you. If you are trimming your holdings, it's on you. But me, I'm not just gonna be moved by 1 week's report and all of a sudden I'm panicking, I'm selling my Neo holdings, or I'm trimming my Neo holdings. But as a result, I'm going to take the low trading price that we are seeing onto this Neo stock as an opportunity to increase my holdings, because I know it's a no-brainer. Neo, it's going to do very well. That's all from me. I'll see you in my next video, and God bless you all.